guys, welcome back to my channel, and we're gonna jump right into this tutorial. As you can tell by the title, this is gonna be a a beat face, but like not beat, but like kind of beat, you know what I'm saying? So first thing I'm gonna do is put some dry shimmer oil on my face, and this particular one is by Colourpop from their Soul line. I honestly don't understand like the umbrella makeup and like skincare that Colourpop is coming out with, but all I know is that it's all in the Colourpop, and I think they have like Ray, one is called like Ray something, and the other one's called Soul. I don't know, I really can't. I'm one of their ambassadors, but I can't even explain it myself. But anyways, the products are bomb. I have they're like face milk and all that kind of stuff, and it really does work really good, and it feels so nice. So anyway, this face oil, shimmer oil, whatever, is super nice. You can put it anywhere on your body. It's really like body oil, but I'm putting it on my face. And now I'm going to go to my eyebrows. My eyebrows, this time I'm going to do with powder, because I feel like pomade is a little hardcore. So I do like pomade, but today we're going to use powder. So I'm putting my Anastasia Beverly Hills Ebony Duo on my eyebrows today from their eyebrow kit, but you can buy it in a single container if you're not a makeup artist. So anyway, I'm doing that, and I'm using my Morphe concealer to clean up my eyebrows, and this is the concealer I'm going to be using all over my face. I usually don't like mix up my concealers, like double them up. Whatever concealer I use under my eyes, that's usually the concealer that I'm going to use for to clean up my eyebrows and to do whatever else the concealer needs to do on my face. So I'm doing that, and to set my eyelids, I am just bringing my concealer down over my eyes and then patting it dry with a foundation brush. Now moving on to the foundation. I switched foundations, and Morphe has converted me. I used to use Sephora, then I went on to NYX and mixed it with Becca. Now I'm on the Morphe. So the Morphe one is super mattifying. So when you use like any type of moisturizer or face oil, it'll go with it really well. Like it won't over dry your face, and it won't make you look greasy when you're using like an illuminating foundation or anything like that on your face, or like one of those face oils with shimmer like this one, like the dry skin oil. It's just gonna add to the look. So anyway, I'm doing that, and I'm putting it on with the foundation brush first because I want full coverage. And sometimes when you do with the beauty blender will absorb the foundation. So I'm putting it on with the brush first, letting it set into my face a little bit for like 5 seconds, and then I'm going back and buffing it out with the beauty blender. And I got that trick from, what's his name, Wayne Goss? Yeah, the makeup artist. So I got that trick from him, and it works fabulously. So anyway, I'm using the same concealer I use under to clean my eyebrows underneath my eyes. Yes, I know I put a lot of concealer on. That is my personal preference. Okay, that's my preference. And if you don't like using a lot of concealer, then just put less concealer. But this look will go with anything. It's the technique, not the amount you put on, not the color you put on. It's the technique that I'm showing. Okay, so anyway, I like a lot of concealer, and I think it looks good. So I'm putting that on, and what I should have done was got a foundation brush and went over the concealer first and then the beauty blender, but I didn't. It still turned out fine. But either or, if you have time to do the drawn out technique where you're using like both makeup tools, then do you. But if you just use your beauty blender or just a foundation brush, you're gonna survive. Like the world ain't gonna implode. So do whatever you need to do, but make sure you're blended. That is the key. You need to make sure you're blended, you have no streaks, you have no indentions, and you're covered evenly. That is key. Spend more time on blending than anything else, because that's what brings the look together. So next, I'm gonna set my face with my Sacha powder. Everybody has like a different way of saying it. Say Sacha. I'm just gonna say Sacha. So I'm using my Sacha powder, And I'm putting that underneath my eyes real lightly, you know, real light, because I'm already using a mattifying foundation, so I don't have to go too far in. However, whatever foundation I'm using, I use that to gauge how I'm going to set my face. So if it's like really dewy, I'm going to put on the setting powder a little bit heavier. And if it's mattifying, I'm just going to dust it on and press it in with my brush. That's just what I like to do, and it usually works out real nice. I'm also going to take the powder and set my eyebrows with it. My eyes are really sensitive. This powder is getting everywhere, so I apologize. But yeah, make sure you set underneath your contour line and your eyebrows, because those usually are the parts, for some reason, after I do my makeup, they feel so itchy. So I scratch it a lot, so I make sure I set it so the makeup won't move. Okay, so the next step for the contour, to keep it nice and natural, I use black opal. It's oldie but goodie, and I like to mix the two shades that are beneath my actual foundation shade, and a shade that's darker than my actual foundation, and I mix those two together to give it a nice gradient and natural shadow look. Because your contour, if it's natural and everyday, you don't want it to look like a contour. You want it to look like a natural shadow on your face. You want it to look like a natural lifted cheekbones, a natural sculpted nose. Like, you just want it to look like a natural shadow. You don't want it to be so pronounced, like if you're going out to like a dinner or a birthday party or the club, because you're going to be under dim lights, and dim lights, you kind of want your makeup to pop a little more. So I hope that made any sense. But if you're wearing out in the daylight, try to, you know, blend it out a little more. Use some colors that, you know, just give you a nice little shade, little shadow, not so, you know, so prominent, you know, like a deep, like I'm not going to go 5 shades darker. I'm just probably going to go like 2 shades darker with my contour if I'm wearing it out in the sunlight. So anyway, I am now going to take that same, the shade that I use, that's like the shade that will be my foundation color. I'm going to use that to carve out my nose, and or like a shade just a little bit darker, because like I want the nose to look real subtle. So I put that on and I place it on where I want my nose to be chiseled at. I place it on there, and then I buff it out. I keep buffing it out until I am satisfied with it. If you're still having a hard time figuring out, you know, if the contour lines are like shaded in, if you're taking too much off, or it's too much still on there, it looks too distinct, then what I do is take a picture. If you take a picture and the line looks too distinct, then, you know, just go back and blend out a little more, and, you know, there you go. Sometimes I won't clock it, and then I'll see it in the picture and it's just like, oh well, too late. But anyway, you know, always taking a picture always helps before you finish up your makeup. The next step is adding some rosy blush from my BhCosmetics blush palette. I don't even know if they sell it anymore, because the palette that I use is like super old. It's probably like 2 years old. So anyway, but I like it. It's a good go-to, especially for this fall winter look, because when you add it to your contour and to the tip of your nose, it gives you a really cute, like kind of like frostbitten look. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know, like on the Disney cartoons when they look real cute and their nose is like kind of pink. I like that, and it's trending right now, so I started doing it. And at this moment, before I put my eyelashes on, I always like to set my face. I set my face usually 2 to 3 times throughout the makeup process, because it just it will speed up the process of the makeup setting. Because when you are first doing your makeup's resting on top of your skin, you want it to kind of penetrate your skin, so that kind of helps out. Next, I am doing my eyeliner, and it's with my Wet n Wild Mega Liquid Liner, and I still love this. It's still my go-to. I've tried so many other products, but I'm sorry, like that's number one. I love it, but it's unforgiving, so be careful. Adding a little Colourpop mascara onto my eyelashes before I proceed to add my 3D Mist lashes. I'll put the link down below, or at least I don't even know why I put the link, because girl, that company be acting funny. Like, I don't even know if their Instagram page is legit or not, but baby girl needs a sponsorship, okay? Because I be shouting them out hard, okay? But they ain't feeling me. So anyway, I'm still gonna buy their stuff because it's bomb. So anyway, I really like these lashes, and I'll tell y'all the number and everything down below. For my highlight, I love to mix my highlights, and I'm gonna use my MAC and my Wet n Wild, because the MAC is like a really pretty gold color and the Wet n Wild is like a nice champagne color. So on my medium skin tone, it works out perfectly. So I like to put that on, and yeah, if you want your highlight to pop more, put your setting spray on, and then right when your setting spray is still wet, then put the highlight on your wet skin, and then it pops a whole lot. Like, baby, you're not gonna be ready. So that's a little tip. But anyway, I did that. Looks super cute. Add a little lipstick. I'm gonna put the link down below because it's just like lip liner, a little bit of lipstick. Like, it's nothing super special what I put on my lips. It's the same thing I usually do. I usually do a brown lip liner and a nude lipstick with like a high gloss or something that gives me a nude color, but I'm always going to put some type of gloss on top. And like this time I know for sure, like the NYX butter gloss is not nude enough, so I use the LA Colors. I don't even know what color it is. I'll get it for y'all down below in the description box. But I'm gonna put that in because like I kind of want a nude, but a little bit of a like a purple type tint. I'm not sure how to explain it, but you'll see at the end. So I really like the colors that the lip liner, the lipstick, and the lip gloss gave me, and I can't do that with any other color. Like this exact color, I can't mimic it with a lipstick. I have to mix these two. So I really like that, and it is cost efficient because you can get all that stuff at Walgreens. With lip stuff, you can get it at Walgreens. So anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful. I have more to come, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.